Hey there, you're watching Mike the Furniture Guy. Today, we're rescuing this haunted and slimy dresser from the side of the road, turning it into a Facebook Marketplace showstopper. Alright, so this is easily, hands down, the worst dresser I've ever picked up on the side of the road. I wasn't gonna pick it up, I was actually picking up this dresser, which I just finished. But, yeah, a bunch of people were stopping on the side of the road asking if I was gonna pick this one up. This one seems to have a lot of interest. It also had a vanity mirror. This thing, I don't know if I'm gonna put that back on. But I see the appeal, I guess. I've never really, I don't know, I've always hated this sort of like Victorian, French provincial sort of thing. But I'm gonna see how pretty I can make this. The point of this for me is kind of to learn a couple of technical things that this is gonna force me to solve. Like stuff like this back here. God, what? Jesus. Also, it doesn't have any tracks on it, so I'm gonna have to build some tracks. I've got one track over here. God, these handles are just so sticky. And the smell of this, it smells like a daycare. Like a bunch of just dirty kids running around. God, it's horrible. Yeah, so there's no tracks in here either. So I'm gonna have to like make something like this. Put that in here. Oh, a beetle. Okay. And then it definitely gets drawer. What is this? Ew. Just drool? Christ. It's the worst, most sketchy wallpaper I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, and then what's that? Oh, is that a track? Oh, this thing stinks. Awesome. Okay. That's one track. That's actually extremely helpful. I'm gonna have to find another one. Is it like hiding inside here somewhere? Anyway, this is a freaking pile. A literal stinking pile. Challenge accepted. Jesus, what is... There's like some tape here. This is some shit kids would do. Just pointless bullshit. I still do pointless bullshit, so... Ooh, classic. Chuck E. Cheese ticket. One big C point. That is nostalgic right there. Why is he winking at me? Freaky ass. Sketchy ass rat. That rat was up to no good, man. Just hustling kids. Making them believe they could win these games, wasting all their parents' money. Whatever. It's okay, Chucky. You gave us some good times. We gave you all our money. All our parents' money. So that's where we're gonna start. Take off the handles, scrape off the paint, sand it down, get it ready for painting. Oh, it stinks. What is it smell like that? Now, I didn't record this part of the process, but there are several things that you can do to clean a stinky dresser like this. One of the things that we did was we put baking soda in the dresser overnight to help eliminate the odors. Baking soda also dries up any dampness or humidity. Another method that we do is mixing a little bit of bleach and a lot of water and giving the dresser a thorough wipe down. The drawers are sanded down. I really want to save those flowers because I can't draw for shit, and I really feel like those add something. I'm gonna see what I can do about that. done this before, so don't really know the best way to do it, but I'm trying to attach this whole back piece. What if I just cut these dovetails off entirely? The only problem is, as soon as I do this, there's no going back, so let me do some thinking real quick. Alright, so I'll be honest. This is the scariest part of working on this dresser for me. Also, this is the whole point I decided to pick this dresser up. Now, I found this on the side of the road, totally tattered, stinky, horrible condition. And I told myself, if I can bring this back to life, then no dresser's ever gonna scare me. Like, I'll just be able to look at any dresser and be like, I can solve that, no problem. At the end of the day, it's just like, it's a bunch of squares, it's a bunch of rectangles and simple joinery, and it's a box, you know? How hard thing must be. Those famous last words right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut right under these dovetails right here. Oh my God, Mike! With the jigsaw. Maybe use the oscillating tool a little bit. Yeah, cut that off. Put the new slab back there and then just nail it, some glue. Is it worth saving? Gluing down. I'm cutting this off. Let's get to it. I don't want to get too excited yet because the back piece that was on here before was super thin. This is the thick boy, so I don't know how it's actually going to fit in the drawer yet. And the dresser. I'm going to do a little test fit. Alright, I think we're going to be fine. That was a little rough, but I'm pretty happy about that. Alright, so I was cutting this side off. For some reason, this just popped clean off. Right out the joints too. Just gotta be a little more careful. It's no problem. Add a little glue. This will be a better test because it actually has a groove in it. So. So for some reason this dresser only came with 2 tracks. This one isn't even nailed in, and then there's none down here at all. So I'm gonna use this as a template, try to make some of my own. Looks like it's gonna be 14 and 3/4. Just mark that. Okay, so this is what I need a planer for. I need a router and I need a planer, but I don't have those things right now, so I'm just gonna make do. Yep. It's gonna take me like another maybe 10 minutes to sand this down. Just for that extra like a millimeter. But it'll be worth it! Track. off of this track. Let me show you what the whole purpose of this was. Go right in there. So this one is the little short side up here, actually. One side back there. One's gonna go there. Awesome. This track, oh, it's gonna need a little support back there. Some glue and a nail. This one, same thing, glue and a nail. And then this one I just made, glue and a nail, and those will be it. I'm debating, should I just do that right now, or should I put the tracks on this guy? I think while I'm working with this wood over here, I'm gonna put the tracks on this guy, because that drawer doesn't have any tracks. This one, these two do, so I think that's what I'm gonna do right now. I wonder, how can I bond that better? Like maybe glue, but how would I get behind there? Maybe pull this out, put the glue on it, and then put it back in there and put something heavy on this. I could cry. I could cry right now. Oh, I needed that win. Yes. Sterilized, sanded, new grooves installed, and new back panels installed, it was time to prep for painting. But not before filling in some cracks with wood filler and doing a final wipe down with some mineral spirits. It was finally finally time to apply our first coat of primer. After a couple layers of primer, it was time to start adding color. Now I actually liked the original off-white yellowish tone of this dresser, so I went with a paint that was as close to the original as I could find. How I do this. So, a little bit of clean strip, dabbed it on there with a foam brush. Take this by the sink. Back and forth on whether or not this would be worth it, but I decided to clean the hardware that supports the vanity mirror on the back of this dresser. I figured if I've already gone this far, might as well go all the way. I went with the age-old method of applying a little bit of vinegar and using a metal abrasive tool. For me, this has been the best method in removing rust from old metal. Works every time. Now with the drawers repaired and repainted, it was time to reinstall the hardware and put them back in the dresser. I made the decision to paint the hardware for the vanity dresser with some white Rust-Oleum spray paint. This should not only keep it from rusting ever again, but it should also help it blend in a little more evenly with the rest of the dresser. This mirror has been electro-copper plated. Established October 29th, 1963, Carolina Mirror Corporation. Interesting. Didn't know they had mirror corporations. Here we have the final result, and guys, I'm more than happy with how this dresser came out. Yes, we had a couple of roadblocks, but we overcame them every step of the way, and now I feel like there's no dresser I can't rescue. We were able to sell this on Facebook Marketplace for about $300 within a couple weeks of posting. It ended up going to a father for his daughter's first big girl room, and I can honestly say that this is one of the best parts about refinishing furniture. It's when a piece that you put your heart and soul into becomes part of someone's forever home. It's very gratifying, and it's hard to explain the feeling, but it feels great. Thanks for watching Like the Furniture, guys. Remember to like and subscribe for future DIY videos like this. Peace.